The advice that I would give to any woman who wants to be limitless is the same advice I was given when I was a resident, which is follow your passion. I'm Dr. Anu Bajaj, and I'm a board-certified plastic surgeon in Oklahoma City and have been here for 15 years. So while I did grow up in Oklahoma City, I was actually born in India. So like a lot of first-generation immigrant families, there was a lot of pressure on me to pursue the sciences. But they weren't something I really loved at that point in time. I really enjoyed writing, and I enjoyed art. And so then when I went to college, I actually majored in English and history because those were the two subjects I really loved. So I think it's really important for everyone to understand is you don't have to be a pre-med major, you don't have to do sciences. And I think that my liberal arts background gave me gives me a well-rounded approach to how I live my life today. Out of my medical school class, I was the only woman who went into plastic surgery. But I do know that the year I became board certified in plastic surgery, which was 2005, fewer than 10% of all board certified plastic surgeons were women. And I believe the number was just a little over 400 at that point in time. Over the past 15 years, that number has increased significantly. And I think sometime in the near future, we're going to get to 50%. When I began my residency in surgery, everybody focused on the negatives. They told me what I wouldn't have, that I wouldn't be able to have a family, that I would never get married, or that I would never have children. Nobody focused on the positive. And the positives are that I wake up every morning loving my job, and I wouldn't want to do anything else but be a surgeon. When I became chair of Limitless Leaders Summit, it was our first summit, and our goal was to be able to provide a forum in which we could highlight or teach a skill set to women that we don't get at meetings. Like when we go to meetings, we get lots of scientific education. We get people lecturing us all the time, and those people don't look like us. But with Limitless, we had an opportunity to talk about the different types of leadership and also some of the real issues that we as women face. But it has to do more with juggling the intricacies of being a woman, being a mother, being a wife, as well as wanting to take care of yourself while you're a busy surgeon or even during residency. And the Limitless Leadership Summit has given us an opportunity to discuss these issues that are unique to women in a very non-judgmental and safe space. My personal approach to mentorship is more along the lines of role modeling as well as participating in many of these leadership activities, which I have done, like Limitless, to provide opportunities for others that part of me wishes I had had as well. Students come and shadow me in the operating room because I feel like it really encourages those young women that they can be and do anything they want to do. There's definitely instances where, as a woman, you do encounter that bias. You know, in residency, I've been told I should cut like a man or do, and I'm like, I don't know, how the does a man cut? When I moved to Oklahoma City in 2007, I was the only surgeon in the state to perform the DEEP flap procedure. And that stands for deep inferior epigastric perforator flap. I was in a very unique position. And what led me to that has to do with why I chose plastic surgery as my specialty in the first place. when I was a medical student and I observed a surgical procedure, it was a big head and neck cancer obliteration. And the plastic surgeons came in and did a free fibula flap where they take the fibula and transplant it to the face area to reconstruct the jaw. And so that's when I realized that plastic surgeons get to fill the hole. And with the DEEP flap, we get to do breast reconstruction for women who have had cancer. To be a well-rounded person, you have to have more in life than just your job. And so the most important thing is to know what you care about and then setting boundaries so that you are able to pursue everything you want to do. I believe the most important thing as a physician is to learn to listen to your patients and treat them as individuals. Everybody is different and they have a different story to tell. And the story they tell you informs your thought process and how you develop a surgical plan or any type of treatment plan for your patients. The biggest piece of advice I would give to my younger self is not to be afraid. Women, or everybody in general, has to understand that sometimes we may fail, but we will ultimately succeed. When I first applied for plastic surgery residency in 1996, I didn't match. And at that time, everybody was telling me to choose a different career, since obviously I couldn't be a plastic surgeon. And I said no. And so I applied again the next year, and I did match. And today, I'm a plastic surgeon.